Good day. Today we're going to do the EX2 In Class Project. So let's go into SAM and we're going to click on the EX2 In Class Project. Click Start and we're going to download we need to download the instructions. And those have opened up off screen. And then we need to download the Excel file. Enable your editing. Remember not to touch this first screen. Save it first. And then you're ready to get started. Okay, so this time we're going to be working on themes and formatting and a lot of the different things that we can do with the data that we have in our workbooks. So let's start with, we go to the website visitors report because that's where we're working. And it says change the theme of the worksheet to Ion. Okay, you'll have to excuse me because I'm going to have to pause every so often. I'm getting sick and I don't necessarily want to cough in the microphone. Okay, so back to where we were. Change the theme of the worksheet to Ion. So if you go to page layout, because we want to change the entire page, not just a cell. So you go to page layout, and over here in the very top left-hand corner is themes. Down, hit the down arrow, and you'll see the Ion theme. So click on that. Then it says on the website visitors report worksheet, apply the title cell to the range A1 through H1. So A1 through H1, you'll see it's already a merged cell, but we want to apply the title cell. So that's on the home page, and that's here for cell styles here. So hit again the down arrow, and you're going to click title. Okay, and then apply bold formatting to that range also. So we do the title and then we want to bold it. Step 3, merge and center the range A2 to H2. So here they've got this in here and it's just in one cell. So we want to merge these cells so that it's one nice big one, and then we want to center it. And there's a button right here that does the merge and center. Just click that button and it automatically merges and centers it. And then change the font size of the merged range to 14 points. So we'll change the font size to 14. Step 4, merge and center the range A3 through H3. So again, we want to merge and center this. And then they want us to italicize the contents of range A3 through H3 and change the font size to 12 points. So italicize, that's what the little I is, and change the font size to 12. Okay, that was step 5. So step 6, format the range A7 through A18 using the short date number format. So A7 through A18, so select all of those. Up here in your number formatting, or in your formatting in general, it says custom right now. If you hit that down arrow, you'll see all the different ways that we can format the number. Well, we want short date, so we're going to select short date. And then it says apply accent 1 cell style, first column, 4th row in the themed cell style section of the cell style palette to the range H6 or A6 to H6. So A6 to H6. So here we've got our title. Here's our cells, our cell styles. So we're going to hit the down. And we want accent 1 down here. So if you hover over it, it will it tells you, I mean, it tells you right in it, but if you hover it over, some of them, if they don't tell you, if you hover it over it, you'll see it. But there's accent 1, first column, 4th row. Okay, step 8. Center and apply bold formatting to the range H6 to A6 to H6. So we already have A6 through H6 highlighted from the step before. We want to center the text, so hit center, and then we want to bold it. Okay, step 9. In cell B19, create a formula using the sum function that totals the range B7 through B18. Copy the formula you created in B19 to the range C19 through F19. Okay, so B19 down here under totals. We want to do the sum function, and I'm just going to do an auto sum because it's going to type everything in for me, and then hit the enter key. And then they want us to copy from B19 all the way over to F19. And you can do that by hovering over this square that's right here at the bottom right hand corner and drag it over. And that will copy everything for you. Okay, then it says apply the number format to the range B7 to G19. So B7 all the way to G19. So all those numbers, instead of being general up here, we want it to say number. And then format the range to display commas as thousand separators and to display no decimals. So underneath here you've got the currency or accounting number format, percentage. This is commas, so it puts the thousand separators, so we want that. And then this is to increase and decrease your decimal places. So this one is going from 1 decimal place to 2 decimal places. This one's going from 2 down to 1. So this is increase, this is decrease. So we have 2 decimal places now, so we want to decrease it. So we're going to hit that twice. And you'll see now it has no decimal places. Then it says apply, for step 11, apply the percentage number format with no decimal places to the range H7 through H18. So H7 through H18, and we're going to do percentage. And it already puts no decimal places, but if you had put decimal places, then you would use your increase or your decrease again. Okay, step 12. Change the background color for the range A9 through A19 through G19. So they want this background color here for these cells to standard light green. So it's the 5th column, 1st row in the standard colors platelet. So this is your fill color. And it wants the 5th column, this one, that light green, standard light green. So you'll see it says standard colors and then light green. And then change the background color for cell H19 to white. So again, background color, same thing as theme or fill color, and white background 1 is what you want. Okay. Step 13, change the font color for cell G19 to standard dark red. So G19 right here, we want to change the font color to standard dark red. So this is your font color, the one that has an A. Down, hit the down arrow, and dark red is under the standard colors, first row, first column. Okay. Step 14. Apply the all borders cell border style to the range A19 through H19. So A19 through H19, and then we want all borders. Okay, step 15. Use the quick analysis tool to apply a conditional formatting rule to the range A23 through E34. The conditional formatting rule should identify cells with the value greater than 420 and format those cells with a light red fill and a dark red text. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is select E23 through E34. So here's E23 through E34. You'll notice this little box comes up. This is your quick analysis. So click your quick analysis, and you'll see you have different formatting charts, different things that you can do with it right here in this little pop-up. We want the greater than because we want to format things that are greater than 420 with a certain fill and text. So we're going to select greater than, and then in the dialog box we're going to put greater than, and we want 420, and we want the light red fill with dark red text, and say OK. And so now you'll see anything that is greater than 420 has a different background, and the text is different as well. Okay, step 16, change the orientation of the worksheet to landscape. So page layout, orientation, landscape. And then change the margins for the website visitors report worksheet to wide. So we go to margins and we'll say wide. And then we're going to set rows 1 through 3 as print titles. So that means that rows 1 through 3 should repeat at the top of every page. So we want to go here to say print titles, and in this window it says rows to repeat at the top. That's what we want to repeat at the top. So we click in there and we're going to select the rows. You'll notice it selects the entire row. You cannot just select cells, it will select the entire row. You'll see it puts a $1 to a $3 and say OK. So now that will print at the top of every page. Then it says in the center footer section of the website visitors report worksheet, enter the word page followed by a space, a current page numbered followed by the word of followed by a space, and then the total page count. Okay, so to do this we want to go to the view and we want to say page layout. We want to look at the page layout. And my page layout is funky because the size of my page is wrong. There we go. That looks much better, doesn't it? Okay, so we're at page layout, and you'll see that this is shown up on the top of that page, and it shows up at the top of this page as well. So you'll see here it says headers and footers, so you can click in here to add a footer, and that footer is going to show up on every page. So we're going to click on this footer, and then we basically want it to say page 1 of 2 or page 1 of 3, page 2 of 3, so on and so forth. So we're going to type page, and then we're going to put a space, and we're going to put the page number up here at the top. These are quick buttons that you can put in the codes that it needs to put in the correct pages. So we'll put the page number, and then a space and say of, and then number of pages. Okay, and when you click out of there, you'll see it says page 1 of 2. If you scroll down to the next one, it says page 2 of 2. And then we're done. So if you look at this, take a look at, if you look at the instructions, it should show you what it looks like. Make sure that your numbers are correct. Okay, so once you've double checked everything, make sure that it looks good, save it, and close it, and then you can submit it. Remember, your file name is what's listed here, so make sure it matches. When it matches, you'll see the submit button. Click submit, get your check marks, and then I would go over to reports first thing and double check your reports to see that you got everything right. And I did. And you're good to go. Thank you much. Have a great day.